in La Nova Business School, Portugal. Last year in September, I graduated from college. I studied 3 years business economics at Leibniz University in Hanover, Germany. I'm very ambitious to become a leader position in a big company one day. And I'm convinced that due to globalization, requirements for young professionals in order to be successful in international business have changed. They are asked to move around, and this requires certain soft skills. Due to a lot of experiences abroad I developed these soft skills. Actually, ever since I was a little girl, I enjoyed traveling. I've been traveling to different countries in Europe. And then when I was 12 years old, it was my actually first experience abroad, let's say. I went to Spain for an exchange. After that, when I graduated from high school in 2014, I went to Australia to live and work there 1 year. During this experience, I developed a certain level of independence, and I really enjoyed this trip. And then in college, I had the opportunity to do an exchange, and I went to Mexico. This was in 2017, and I had a really amazing time, and I enjoyed it so much that I decided to stay a little longer and do a volunteer project in Mexico as well with ISEC. Due to this experience, I developed a certain level of adaptability as the culture in Mexico is very different to the culture in Europe, for example. I have also done several backpacking trips to Asia, to different countries in Latin America, Canada, and United States. Yeah, I developed a certain passion for traveling, for getting to know new cultures, that actually now I'm back to Mexico. I'm in one of the most important business streets in Mexico City, or probably of the whole nation. I'm doing an internship in an international company called BDO. This experience is very important to me as I develop a certain level of collaboration. And yeah, in general, I think that due to my experience I have had abroad, and also the fact that I'm willing to share my ideas and my skills, I would bring diversity to the CEMS program. Yeah, now I'd like to express why, besides my soft skills, I have certain hard skills that make me the one for the program. And yeah, I have studied business economics at Leibniz University in Hanover. I just graduated in September last year, and yeah, I actually really enjoyed most of the courses, especially the strategic management ones. And I had several courses in English, and I would really enjoy doing my masters, like everything in English. And besides my education, I have already gained some work experience in different big companies. For example, in Volkswagen Financial Services, I was working as a working student for a year, in Continental in project management, and now as I'm in Mexico City, my first international labor experience, I'm working in a consulting accounting company, which is called BDO. Well, and then you ask about my biggest success. And I mean, you have several successes in your life, but I think the biggest one I have had so far is that ever since, like in primary school, but also in high school, I was the student union president. I think it was a position that really made me, that gave me certain skills in communication and also made me very independent. Being in charge of a big group of students. And I think my biggest failure so far is, I remember that when I was working in Continental in project management, we had this big project, and we had certain targets that we had to achieve in different periods. And my team and me, once we didn't achieve the target, and this was a big failure. I think the problem was communication. So what I learned from this mistake that we didn't achieve the target in the project was that communication is the most important thing you need when working in a team, which you do basically all the whole time. I also think it's very important to mention why I choose the CEMS program over other different international business programs, because there's a lot. I like the idea of the program, that they have different business schools in different countries, and that you can, as soon as you got accepted by the program, that you can go to a different business school in another country. I also like the idea that they have this career forums. Actually, my sister has been participating in this program, and she told me about these career forums, and she told me she really liked that, and I also really like the idea that you get connected to different big firms, and that you get to know the recruiters of these companies. So it will help me in the future to achieve like a big business career, which is really one of my goals in life.